top of the afternoon, should I say, top of the morning for me. How y'all doing? Cause what it look like. Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, right? Yeah. Gotta get my porridge in. But yo, I'll recap for yesterday. Peace, sis, peace. Yesterday, first and foremost, let me just let everyone know that, you know, I'm dealing with a loss, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get into too much details, but it is what it is. I believe it as that. But yesterday's recap, I went to go check one of my bros, you know what I'm saying? He sent me an invite, pull up by his crib, you know, came through, didn't do nothing, didn't do much, you know what I'm saying? Sip a cup of Henny. I think I played like one game of dominoes, and we were just basically just vibing and politicking and just talking and trying to just, you know, put closure to certain things that, you know, me and my brother went through, which was a blessing. But the highlight of that night was I got an opportunity to speak to a sister. She's not in the truth. She, you know, she doesn't, you know, she probably don't even know that she's an Israelite, you know what I'm saying? Which majority of our people do. It's good, Brody. You know what I'm saying? Which majority of our people don't. And she was basically just, you know, stating that she's tired of dealing with men that have children, because she feels like men that have children, they always revert back to sleeping with their baby moms or whatever, which is true. Not gonna deny that. But what she also said to me was, she's told me that she's an alpha woman, and my man interjected and said there's no such thing as an alpha woman. And her reasoning to stating that she was an alpha woman was the fact that she feels like she gotta carry the load, and she gotta, you know, do the manly things because her man or the people or the whoever she be talking to don't fill that void. I'm gonna say it in layman's terms. You know, I'm trying to be politically correct, right? So I had to interject and told her, the reason why you're not finding that alpha male is because your presentation of yourself does not attract an alpha male. And what I mean by that is the way that you dress, the way that you conduct yourself, how you speak, your whole characteristics has to match the criteria of an alpha male. No disrespect. And I told her things like, an alpha male is going to respect a woman that's in sweats, you know, sweater, looking like she's going through laundry day. An alpha male respects that because he knows that, for one, she can be a mystery. He don't know what's under he don't know what's under that outfit. And for two, he knows that she's not a person that cares of what the world thinks, what people think. She doesn't care. She holds herself to high regards regardless. That's what men desires. An alpha male is never, ever, ever going to chase a woman who presents herself in any fashion outside of a queen. Because alpha males automatically knows what he needs in his table. He already knows what he wants. He knows what you got to bring to the table. Now, granted, we're living in the times where you got to pay, you got to, things got to be done on half. You know what I'm saying? The cost of living here in New York is ridiculous. A studio apartment nowadays is running you $1,300, $1,400. And there's no job if you're not having a bachelor's or a master's degree that's paying you enough income to take care of that. So it leads to people having to go half on certain things, which is understandable. And listen, I respect that. Women that, want to help, that's help. But as a man's job is to always, lead, protect, provide. That's the order of humanity. That's our job, to lead, protect, provide. And she said to me that she didn't even understood that. And when I broke it down to her and let her understand, like, let me ask you a question. When you got a father in your life? She said yes. I said, when something go wrong, who the first person you call on? You gonna call your dad or you gonna call your moms? She said, I'm gonna call my dad. I said, you see why? So you subconsciously know that a man is automatically supposed to protect you. And I was like, if there was a fire in your house, who you gonna call on, daddy or mommy? She said, I'm gonna call on my dad. So I said, so you know that the man is gonna have to lead, right? This is subconscious. This is not even about scriptural. This is just common sense, right? When you hungry, or you want something to go to the store, or you want some sneakers, depending on the price of the sneakers, who you gonna go ask first? You gonna go ask your dad, right? You gonna be like, your dad, can you buy me these? I want those. These are nice. Can you provide me? So I just gave you 3 examples of a man leading, protecting. What's good, Brody? 3 examples of a man leading, protecting, providing. And this is not even scriptural based. This is not even all scriptural. This is just the normalcy of humanity. You understand? So as a woman, if you come into a relationship, see, a lot of women go into these relationships and not understanding the foundation of what a relationship is. A relationship is a partnership. If I come into a relationship, I'm coming into a relationship. If I want to be in a relationship and I desire a woman or she desire a man, me talking to you, this is an interview. You're being interviewed to see if you fit the criteria of a husband, of a wife, etc. We seeing if you fit that approach. When you fit that approach, then we take it to the next step. See, a lot of times we come into these relationships where we just talk to him because he look good, he smell good, he sounds good, and then sleep with him, and then you get the true representative of that individual. And I had to tell her, I was like, let me tell you something. As men, the end goal for us, we want to get the punani. That's not an if, that's not a but, that's not a maybe. We want to get the punani. If I already get it, if I already got it, chances are, if the poom poom is great, I'll come back. If not, I'm moving on. I'm saying this in a mentality of a man. So when you go into these relationships, like I told her, when you seeking a man, you got to seek a man that fit those 3 elements that I just mentioned. Lead, protect, provide. Can he lead me? Can he protect me? Can he provide? Protection is not just physical. Protection is protecting my feelings. Protection is protecting my peace. Giving me clarity. Providing me with love. Providing me with respect. Protect. These are the things that are mandated as men. Can you do that for me? And a lot of women will see these signs and will put the signs to the side and then get too deep into the source. Now it's messed up. You get too deep, you become LL Cool J in too deep, and now it's messed up. Now 9 out of 10 times a child is born. Now you got a child on the earth with a dysfunctional, non-organized family, And chances are, like I told her, yeah, chances are you lay with this person, this don't work out. You got children now. Your child will now live the rest of their lives seeing his mom or her moms go through this relationship, that relationship, this relationship. Chances are he or she's gonna end up watching his mother be in a relationship where it's an abusive relationship. He's gonna grow up watching his mother be treated like a sex object. And you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna follow that pattern. He's gonna pick up where that man left off. And when I told her this, it was just shocking to her. And it's nothing to be shocked about. In fact, it's shocking because we as people of color are allowing television, music, these social media influencers to separate us from the normalcy of society. Your reality is what you see every day in front of you. Your news is what you see in front of you. Your news is not coming from a television screen with people that's sitting behind a counter with papers in their hands giving you information that 9 out of 10 times we all know is false. So your news is never will be what you see on TV. And that's the problem with our sisters nowadays. Our sisters nowadays are putting this high criteria of what a man's supposed to be without understanding the minimal roles that a man's supposed to play. Not everybody's gonna have a millionaire. I'm sorry. Not every man that you run into is gonna have money. And if that's what you're seeking, you're gonna forever be seeking. Because the only people that you're gonna run into, you're not gonna run into an alpha male. You're gonna run into a beta. You're gonna run into one of these suckers that feels like because he has money, he's obligated to do whatever he wanna do. And a lot of women can contest to what I'm saying. I'm not lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. A lot of times we settle for the outer appearance and never settle for the inner man. So we got to go back to the essence. The essence is, can this man lead, protect, provide? If he's able to do those three, then that's the one for me. It's not about how good he looked. It's not about how much money he got. It's not about how much. It's not about none of that, because none of that doesn't justify a man. A man is never justified by what he has. A man is justified by who he is. Remember, I told you this. A man is not justified by what he has. A man is justified by who he is. And who we are the kings of this earth. Who we are the royalty of this earth. Who we are the people that was created by God to do God's work. God said, let me create man in our image. So we are gods on this earth. This wicked lifestyle and this beta mentality, this is Satan's creation. Satan created this. The Most High never created that. When the Most High made Adam, Adam was in all perfect. Through predicted programming to the fall and all of that, we became weaker beings. We're not even at our full potential because we are not following the orders of the Most High. And I'm not even trying to keep it scriptural based. I'm just trying to let brothers and sisters know just the basic understanding. You must understand that. In order for you to take it there, you got to know where you come from. And for the ladies, you gotta, when you desire a man, the man gotta first of all, you can't be in a serious relationship and the man is still living home with his moms. It's just not gonna work. He doesn't have no foundation to stand on his own. How he gonna stand with you? That's a fact. And if he's living with his mom, he gotta be living with him. He gotta be living with their parents in a process to move out. because you can't bring another woman into another woman's house. It's just not gonna work. Everybody that been in those situations always would say, yo, the moms and the daughter, they always clash. Because if two women can be in a household. A man can't go live with his shorty while shorty got her father. It's just not gonna work. It's gonna be peace for a certain period of time, but over the years, it's gonna get frustrating because that's not what the Most High told us to do. You find yourself a queen, you grab your queen, you build your castle over there with your queen. The foundation is together. You create your family, then your family grows up, and then they do what they do, and that's how life works. There's nothing around that. So I just want people to just understand that. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. You know? So just take heed to what I'm saying. You understand? Understand that, respect yourself. You want an alpha male? Conduct yourself like a queen, because there's no alpha woman, but you conduct yourself as a queen. You will never see Queen Elizabeth outside with poom shorts on. You know why? Because she hold herself to high regards, and she's not even royalty. You are. Hold yourself to high regards. Don't let nobody tell you different. And if man don't respect that, then the man don't respect himself, and the damn sure don't want you. Okay? We're no longer, our one sisters no longer opening your legs to be giving it to these dudes and thinking because I gave you some ass, everything is copacetic. No, baby girl. All you did was just gave him the prize that he wanted. And now he's going to show his hand. He's going to show you who he really is. And then you're going to get mad. And then you're going to feel like every man is like that. But in all reality, we're not. When she seen me, it was like she seen God. And I'm not even bragging. It's because she finally witnessed that, yeah, we are out here. You got to put in that work so we can find you. But we're not gonna seek you if you come outside looking like a hoochie mama. We're not. Real men don't want that. Remember what they're saying? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. You can't bring a hoe to see your moms. You think an alpha male is gonna? No, we don't want that. We want class. I want to be able to sit down and sip wine with you. Listen, I don't get it either. I don't get it either. Hold on, it's my brody right here. What's good, man? Everything all right? Holding it down? Would you about to do some cleaning? About to do some work? Yeah, do what you do, man. We gonna link up. Yeah, my bad. You understand? If you want something good, you understand? If you want a real man to approach you, it's all about you. It's all about you. A man is going to always be able to stand his own, hold his ground, do whatever. But we all desire a good woman. We want a real woman. We want a woman that's going to be able to help us on our mission. We are in a war. I need a woman that's going to be, can you do this when I'm being combative? Can you help me when I'm being judgmental? Like I see my man, she said, honey, can you go get some bread? She didn't say, I'm doing something. She just kindly got up, got the bread, came down. This is that partnership. That's what I'm like. That's what I'm talking about. That's real right there. You understand? You got to go back to that. And he been chasing her from the time they was young. Since he was like 16, 17. I'm in my 30s now. So it just lets you know how long these individuals been together. You get what I'm saying? So you got to just understand that if you want a real man, you got to conduct yourself as a real woman. All of this WAP nonsense, these Cardi B's and all that, these Beyonce's and all that, if you thinking that's how you need to be to find a man, you're going to be highly mistaken. If you think you got to conduct yourself in that fashion in order for you to find a man, you're going to be highly mistaken. Because real men don't want that. A real woman wants a real man. You want an alpha male? Conduct yourself like a queen. Preserve yourself. Like I told her, she had her best friend next to her. I said, I'm more interested. If I was me and I came here a single man, I'll be more interested into your friend than I'll be into you. You look like everybody else. I can see your legs. I can see your thighs. My approach to you will be like, yo, what's up? Like, yo, what you doing? Like, yo, what you doing tonight? Come on. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to the crib? That's going to be my approach to you, because that's what you're selling me. You're telling me this is for sale. Meanwhile, her friend is in slippers, socks, hoodied up, covered her head. She's in a whole sweatsuit. I'm like, but she got a beautiful smile. I'm like, yo, see, if me, a real man, this is who we approaching. Because I'm like, yo, you looking good right now. I could just imagine what you gonna be if you put the time in, you put the effort in, you do your hair, you put a nice dress on. I could imagine. The fact that I could imagine that is the reason why I want to see what's up with that. And when I said that to her, it was complete shock. Like, wow, I never thought about that. I was like, of course you're not going to think about that, because society is teaching our colored women to be nothing but sex objects. We as parents is walking around. I'm seeing parents allowing their daughters to walk around with pom-pom shorts. Like, literally. Just because she got skinny legs and it got little hearts on the pants doesn't mean that it's okay. You would never see these Jewish people have their children ever coming outside like that. You would never see these Arabs have their children coming outside like that. But they laugh and they mock when they see you. And they the ones that's selling it to you. H&M is owned by Kazar. All of these convenience stores, Walgreens, Walmart, all of that is run by them. They sell you that product to deceive you, to continue believing that the only beauty that comes out of you, ladies, is to show yourself. Even going to I can't even go to the beach no more. The only reason why I even go to the pool is for the sake of my children. But when you go into those atmospheres, it's pure defilement. Women is outside with nothing on. Sisters, like literally, women would be there with their children. I'm seeing children, like literally no more than 12 years old, with panty liners, with bikinis on, amongst a whole bunch of men, whole bunch of men, and then you wondering why women is treated the way that they treated. You wondering why men and women has a major disconnect. You wondering why women keep running into the same type of dude over and 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 over again. You wondering why. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Peace, bro. That's the reason why. It's because these heathens got you believing this is how you're supposed to be dressed. This is how you're supposed to come outside. You are a sex object. In the Talmudic book, you are goyim. Goyim means animal. That means they don't give a damn about you. I'm gonna do a lesson. I'm gonna do a Sabbath talk, and I'm gonna break down their Talmudic book, and we're gonna talk about what's in their book and how they view people like us. You are goyim. You are cattle to them. That's why they're able to give you guys these needles, and you can't say nothing. Guess who's the one that's enforcing it? These corporations. Who you think runs it? Who you think running these corporations? Who you think is the head of this medical field? Who you think is the head of the board of education? You really thinking it's Americans? This whole school teachings right now, this whole educational structure is literally what they call it, German teachings. This is what they was teaching out in Germany. Germany was a scientific place to run tests, and when they was able to accomplish it, they brought that nonsense over here. Operation Paperclip. Everybody knows that. I'm not even into that stupid stuff, but I already know. This is what they teaching us. Excuse me. What do you think they teaching What do you think they teaching your children? Why you think they don't teach your children how to do stocks and bonds? School is just a place to accept the fact that you are a slave. You be a slave to this, you're gonna be a slave to that, and you're gonna be a slave to that. And the only people that's cashing out is them. Meanwhile, you over here suffering, struggling. This is why they could say in confidence, yo, if you not situated, you can't come in here. Because they know the state that we in. But I'm not, that's a whole topic in itself. But for the ladies, please understand. You want a real man? You want a king? You better move like a queen. Because if not, you're going to continuously run into these beta men. You're going to continue running into these weirdos. You're going to continue running into these homos. Because there's a lot of these new generation that's playing both sides of the fence. I know, I see them. I can, as a real man, you can tell, like, yo, this dude's a little too feminine. What's going on here? But yeah, got like 4 or 5 girls. If I'm lying, I'm flying. This is the times that we in, y'all. This is the times that we in. So please, understand that. Okay? We the royalty of this earth, and they know that. Don't let them take what's already yours. This is yours. This whole world is yours. It's just under their control. But everything is being broken for you to receive it back. Take it back. But you're not going to receive it until you apply royalty. Christ said the kingdom is within you. It's in you. You got to apply that to you first before it's delivered to you. You think when Will Smith was in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he didn't just automatically become a prince there. He went there with the Philly mentality, and he had to gradually conform. Then he became that man. Then he became the Fresh Prince. Then he became the man of Bel-Air. The same thing with us. The same thing with us. Don't let these people bamboozle you, man. Sisters, you already know what time it is. The real men is out here. We out here. We out here. We looking for that real woman every day. I speak to beautiful sisters on my IG every day. And I know some of them is looking for a real man. Some of them is waiting. It's like, sheesh, like how long do I have to wait? I don't want to settle for these weirdos no more. But God is going to bring them to you. But for the sisters that's in this world, if you want a real man, you got to conduct yourself as a queen, man. Period. That's the only way you're going to attract an alpha. That's it. You know, I've been babbling too long. Let me see how long this is. Look, 27 minutes, man. I've been talking too long, man. Like I said, it was a beautiful interaction. You know, I hope I open her mind. Hope she open her soul, and I hope she goes and read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that I speak on, I always base it on the scriptures. So I hope she accepts that and understands that, and just apply what I'm saying to your heart. You know what I'm saying? And for the women that have seen this, I'm not bashing y'all. I'm not coming at y'all. I'm not judging y'all. I'm just trying to correct you. Because I know you're tired of dealing with these weirdos. And when it's all said and done, the only people that's going to be affected is these children. And these children is our future. And we see where this world is heading. Let your offsprings in your future generations be the offsprings to stand strong and hold it down. Be vigilant. Be militant. This is for them. This broadcast that I'm doing right now, it's not literally directly just for the sisters. It's for the sisters to understand what's important. Let's not bring these children into this earth without no order. If there's no order, God is not allowing it no more. You see a lot of women nowadays dealing with miscarriages and etc., deaths, all of these things is taking place because the Most High is just not having it no more. You think the world is going upside down. You thinking he's about to put another seed in here? If they're not worthy, strong enough to endure what's coming? If there's no endurance, you think God is gonna bring that? That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. But like I said, you gotta do what's right. Not for me. For humanity. We are the last of the dying breeds out here. People is switching sides. People is showing their true colors. We're the last of the dying breeds out here. And these children need guidance. These children need wisdom. That wisdom starts from home. Their first role models is their parents. So how you conduct yourself is how your child is gonna be. If you want your child to be righteous, you gotta be righteous. You want your son to marry a queen, you gotta show him what a queen is. So when he goes out into his journey, he be like, wait, no. Your whole body is out. I don't like that. I don't like that. You want to teach your daughter how a king? Show her what a man is. He got to lead, protect, provide. And the last but not least, like I told her, I'm saying all these three things, but the fourth factor is God got to be in the household. If God is not in the house, the devil's going to come in. If God is not in the house, the devil is going to come in. If I'm lying, I'm flying. The scripture says you can't serve two masters. If you're going to love one and hate the other. If you don't believe in God and don't have no trust in the Most High and I don't want to do, listen, even if you're not a full-fledged Israel and keeping the commandments and you know what I'm saying, but you just got God, like you believe in Christ and you believe that families need to pray, like if you're not doing the bare minimum, Satan is taking over everything. And once the devil gets into your house and you don't know how to take him out, he's going to destroy it all. And that's exactly what's been going on in the black community for the last 400 goddamn years. It's in total destruction because God is no longer here. Bring him back. Bring them back. That's why our grandparents could be in relationships. That's why our grandparents will be like, yeah, me and your grandfather, we've been married 70 years. We in today's times when we can't, you'll be lucky if you last 3 years. You'll be lucky if you last 2 years. You'll be lucky if you're in a relationship and it lasts longer than 6 months. We be like, damn, we've been together for 6 months. That's wild long. We thinking that's long. Our grandparents been together 70 years. We celebrating our 60th anniversary. You know why? Because the foundation of God was in their house. They didn't have the true understanding that we have now. So there's no excuses for us to be messing up. Especially when we've been told what's going on right now is what's going to happen. And it's happening. People know, damn, the book of Revelation is happening. Oh my G's. You would think people would take the time out to seek God even more, but they're not. Because Satan has done such wondrous work. His work has been so wondrous and wonderful that our people don't even understand that you're literally being led to the slaughter. Facts. That's a fact. Astonishment. That's what I wanted to say. So, I just want brothers and sisters to just understand what I'm saying. I want brothers and sisters to stay strong. I want brothers and sisters to just know the time that we in. Okay? So, when it's all said and done, take heed to what I'm saying. Do the necessary things. And remember, everything that I'm saying is to help you, to help these children. Of course they're not. They're not supposed to. You go to theologian school. When you go to theologian school, you are taught to teach certain doctrines. Certain parts of the book you can't talk about. That's why they came out with the rapture. Because the rapture was something that if you think about that, you don't need to worry about what's going on in Revelations. You get what I'm saying? It's all madness. This is what they do. They've been doing this. That's never going to change. But at the same time, God is waking up his children. At the same time, because when it's all said and done, nobody is gonna leave this earth with excuses. You're not. You're not gonna be able to say, well, I didn't know. Because every time you turn your channel, every time you walk outside, every time you on your Facebook, on any social media platform, you're going to see a bunch of brothers with fringes on telling, leave this nonsense behind. You understand me? You understand? That's it. And when you realize these things, you're gonna understand why all of this is taking place. Never think that this nonsense is literally about a so-called right. These people could care less if you guys get sick and die. If that was the truth, then there would be no McDonald's. Every store out here would have been vegan stores. It would have been no corner store selling beers and alcohol, and it would have been none of that. Make it make sense, man. But that's a topic in itself, man. Let's do right. Holla at your boy, man. Support the movement, man. See, I'm dropping these jewels for you, man. Repent or Die podcast. That's all you gotta follow. That's it. You know, if anybody's not bringing you closer to Christ, they are of the devil. Period. That's it. That's it. That's it. Stay focused. Stay humble. Stay righteous. Stay on point. Stay militant. Stay G'd up, man. It's almost over. The children is the future. I'ma holla. One.